New Zealand coach Bryce Collins ahead of a must-win game. How does the squad relish that opportunity?
Oh, the boys really have. They've really taken to it, scouted well, very well prepared, and ready to empty the tank tonight. It's the biggest game of their lives for most of them.
The way that you've progressed through the tournament to get to this point, what have you seen that has made you confident ahead of this evening's game?
Yeah, I think consolidation of our press, so our off-ball has been improving steadily from match to match, and we're building on-ball as well, so creating more opportunities, so I'm encouraged by that.
You talk about opportunities that they have. How are they enjoying the experience of being at this tournament?
Oh, hugely. You know, it's a world event. It's a long journey to get here in a unique environment, so we're relishing it and enjoying every moment.
Thank you, Bryce. Good luck this evening. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bryce Collins has been enjoying what he's seen from his side. And another man who's been liking what he's seen from his charges is Spanish team manager Alejandro Iglesias. Let's hear from him now. Well, Spain team manager Alejandro Iglesias, ahead of this match, it's win or draw. Does the draw come into the thinking for the team?
No. We're focusing on play well, on follow the instructions, and I don't think it's good for us to thinking on the result. We're thinking on play and doing good things.
With New Zealand, how do you approach them? What are you expecting from that side?
I think New Zealand is a strong team, very physical, very good in defense, very structured. So I don't think it will be a very uncontrolled game. I think they will play with a good structure, with a good defense, and we have to be patient and be very intelligent to play.
And the Spanish side, how have they been enjoying the experience here in Lucknow?
Players are enjoying a lot. I think we have a very good feeling about the way we are playing. They are enjoying every minute of the tournament on this stadium. They're enjoying India, and the feeling is so good.
Alejandro, thank you. Good luck this evening.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Great to hear from both camps ahead of this Pool C clash between New Zealand and Spain. High-stakes stuff here. Spain just need to draw as well because of a superior goal difference to New Zealand. Both of the two sides did lose against Germany, but Spain beat Japan by a greater margin. Both sides are out onto the middle of the major Janchand Stadium in Lucknow. We welcome our dignitary, Dr. Anurag Singh Bhadaria, Advisor, Sports Government of Uttar Pradesh, escorted by Commander R.K. Shrivastava, Executive Director of Hockey India. The Spanish captain, Enrique Gonzalez de Castellon, New Zealand captain, Brad Reid. Thank you to our dignitaries. Ahead of this evening's match, Enrique Gonzalez de Castellon has had some tournament. Still some loyal fans here in Lucknow braving the cold as we ready ourselves for the national anthems of both nations.
Standing for the national anthem of New Zealand.
Lovely scenes, the anthems of both New Zealand and before that Spain. It should be a really interesting encounter between the two sides as they've worked their way through Pool C. Pretty similar fashion. The New Zealand side come in without a huge amount of wraps on them, but they've performed well. They've only conceded 2 goals all tournament, and those are to Germany. Dominic Dixon gets the start in goal. Kieran O'Connor and Sam Lane. And Nick Woods, one of the stars of this side, and the skipper Brad Reid, number 14. The opponents this evening, Spain, led by their skipper Enrique Gonzalez de Castellon. Pablo Darbadal scored from a penalty corner against Japan. And Lucas Garcia Alcalde, a couple of goals against Japan in their most recent game. Keep an eye on those players. So Roger Palarol's side, they are ahead of New Zealand on goal difference. So for New Zealand, they need to win to secure their progression to the next stage. This is the final pool game for Pool C, with Germany having beaten Japan earlier today. So we're not too far away. They're still in the huddles. Sean Rappaport from South Africa, one of our 2 umpires this evening. Joining him in the middle, Federico Garcia from Uruguay. So they're the men in charge of this contest. For the winner, a chance to play off and continue their search for a medal here at the Uttar Pradesh Hockey Junior World Cup Men Lucknow 2016, and the chance to still lift the ultimate prize in men's under-21 hockey. Mac Wilcox gets us underway for New Zealand, who are in their black shorts and black shirts. Spain in yellow and red. 2 halves of 35 minutes here at this tournament. Spain play it through. Carry New Zealand work it down. Spain rather. So within the first minute, Spain looking for their first opportunity. New Zealand in defence. Brad Reid working with Nick Woods. Spanish captain Gonzalez de Castellon. Now New Zealand go forwards towards the D New Zealand goal. It's broken up well, but numbers with New Zealand. Spain stick to the task and diffuse the scenario. Garcia Alcalde scoops it over the top. It's the Spanish coach Roger Palarol's. Keen observer on the early exchanges. A draw will do it for Spain, given the goal difference. It is a cool evening again in Lucknow. Still some ardent supporters at the major Janchand Stadium as the fog starts to set in again for the evening. And with Kieran O'Connor, it's Bryce Collins, New Zealand's coach. His hands full against this Spanish side. Big winners against Japan 4-1 in their most recent game. Balto for Spain. Couldn't control it. It's a touch on it. Mite Wells. Now with Woods. So in towards the D. Sam Lane was lurking. It was a timely touch from Spain. They're away here. Piera Grau with space to work through. Just drops it behind. And Boris Fabregas slightly wrong-footed. Spain have got all the way back. It's with Torres. Again, unable to make the trap first time, Spain. With Herrillon. Again, Torres. So down the line they go to Abadal. Lane, long way from goal. He's a potent striker, Sam Lane. Senior representative for New Zealand. They come back to skipper Brad Reid. It will be Spain's ball. So going back to the infringement. There's a chance potentially for Spain, the skipper. Gonzalez de Castillon, the shot comes in and it's wide. A decent opportunity. Balto. There's a great ball bobbling around. Gonzalez de Castillon controlled it well. Quick shot from Balto. It was wide. An early flutter for Dominic Dixon in New Zealand's goal. New Zealand working into things. Conceded the first shot. Wasn't on target though. There's David Bryden. And from his appearance earlier in the week. So much great support. Travelling here to India to support the future of the international game. For plenty of these players, not necessarily waiting for the future. They're keen to stamp their mark on the international game right here and right now. And work it down this near side mark. Balto. And then the other into his skipper. Gonzalez de Castillon. Makes on a couple. Terrific pace from the Spanish captain. Woods gets it out of the D4 New Zealand. Matt Wilcox losing the handle. So Spain come forwards again. Herrillon working with Gisbert. And a timely touch coming from O'Connor. Long corner for Spain. There are some of those travelling supporters enjoying the conditions here in Lucknow. Great them to be able to see their sons play on the biggest of stages for the under-21s. Another missed trap from Spain. Bouncing around on Ignacio Torres. Albert Perez coming out of goal to help. He needs to be in his goal. Sam Lane leaves it behind. Dominic Newman. A measured start from both sides, unable really to string it together, maybe with the exception of Gonzalez de Castillon, who's been marauding down this near side for Spain. And Balto breaks it up. Here's a potential chance for Capizzi. Lane was involved as well. Diabadal, front and centre for Spain, breaks it up. Wood foray for New Zealand. Ollie Logan goes back to Woods. Huge amount of experience at senior level, Nick Woods, and plays it with Bryden. Bryden looks to crash it in again. Spain are equal to it at the top of the day, able to break things down. Logan getting involved against his opposite number, Piera Grau. Here was that opportunity for New Zealand. Lane persisted. Capizzi with some nice skill, chipping it along for himself. Nothing doing on that occasion for New Zealand. Albert Perez safe in goal, not called upon. Logan. They just sit off Logan and now he takes them on. Goes on the reverse, looking for the deflection, but again it's dealt with neatly by Spain. Perea just chips it over the baseline. We've got some Australian supporters in the foreign camp. I enjoyed speaking with Maddie the other evening, a friend of Ashley Thomas, one of Australia's goalkeepers. Plenty of hockey to enjoy here at the Uttar Pradesh Hockey Junior World Cup Men Lucknow 2016. Spain looking to go forwards. Plenty of space to work into. Pierre Grau came up against numbers for New Zealand. Bolto's had a lively start. Good to see New Zealand supporters rugging up, maybe with some home fleece merino wool. Logan goes down the line. So approaching 9 minutes played here in the opening half, still 0-0. New Zealand into the deep. Perez comes flying out of his goal and boots it away. Identifies the danger well. Gonzalez de Castillon turns the ball over. Just the one shot on goal for Spain. New Zealand yet to muster a shot on Albert Perez's goal. And the situation's clear for New Zealand. They need the 3 points. A draw will not do it for them due to an inferior goal difference. New Zealand working their way through the tournament, beating Japan 1-0 in their opening game and then losing to Germany 2-1. Oh, that's a neat use of the crutches there, madam. Very resourceful. Crafty people, the Kiwis. Nick Woods takes on a couple, plays it back. Skipper Brad Reid. So Woods, a breakdown in communication for the Kiwis. And Gisbert takes Reid on. Got nobody in field. And numbers with the junior black sticks. Diabadal tried to poke it free. So here comes Thomas. Again, that midfield battle, just hard for either side. Take full control of. New Zealand have the ball, but there are 6 yellow shirts to 1 black shirt. And it's really nicely done from Mite Wells and Sam Hiha. They win the free. So Mite Wells leaves it. Sarakaya loses the ball. So Gonzalez de Castillon takes off. He's got pace to burn, and it's booted forwards. Unfortunately for him from Taras Fortuny. So they turn the ball over. Taras Fortuny from Athletic Terrassa Hockey Club. New Zealand looking to press, looking for those opportunities. They've only scored the 2 goals all tournament. They need more offensive production. The blankets are out, keeping the knees warm. Chilly conditions home in New Zealand through the winter, but they're heading into summer. Pablo Diabadal coming from the pitch. He's been sent to the bin. New Zealand look for that opportunity. They turn the ball over. So Pablo Diabadal off the pitch, and Spain playing with 1 fewer players at the moment. And what can New Zealand do with that numerical advantage? With Germany having won all 3 of their games in this pool, the winner of this game look forward to facing India in the quarterfinals. Mite Wells has the ball for New Zealand. As the fog sets in here in Lucknow. Green card for Pablo Diabadal. Arrow into Spain. Work from Torres, also from Athletic Terrassa Hockey Club, and Garcia. Enrique Gonzalez de Castillon earning his side a penalty corner. Industrious work from the skipper, as we always expect from him. He's having a terrific tournament and leading this side so well, and he's earned them a penalty corner. And a really solid chance here for Spain to open proceedings. Plays it up in to Jimmy Thorne. Spain scored 4 against Japan in their most recent game, looking to open the scoring. So we've only seen 1 shot on goal so far, and it was to Spain. So they switch it around. Here comes the shot, it's saved. Rebound's there and ready for the taking. It's well handled by Brad Reid. It'll be New Zealand's ball. Spain unable to capitalise. Shot was a decent one. Dominic Dixon equal to it. So here it comes, Paul Perea. Not the shot away, Dixon equal to it. Decent sweep from Perea. Low into Dixon's right. Taken care of pretty solidly. And the score remains 0-0, Spain and New Zealand. Bryden transfers all the way to the other side of the pitch. New Zealand looking to go down that right side. Newman can't keep it involved, in bounds rather. And Newman. Woods, superstar of New Zealand's senior team, and this junior one as well. New Zealand go into the D. Yet again, though, easily dealt with by Torres and the Spanish side. And Jonty Keeney hits it away. Oh, that's a breakdown in skill from Spain. Get away with it. Just repeating, New Zealand must win this game if they want to go through to the quarterfinals. A draw, no good for them, but a draw will suffice for Spain. As mentioned, they have scored more goals than New Zealand, courtesy of that 4-1 win against Japan. New Zealand only managed a 1-0 win in their opening game. They did well to eke that one out against the run of play. Spain able to see goal difference could come into things after they lost their opener against Germany. But Spain are attacking. They've had the better of the forward momentum too. So they're keen for the win, try and win it on their terms, and here they go. And there's some nice work in the attacking area. New Zealand able to defuse it. So this is the final game in Pool C to open the tournament on day 1, with Pool C taking centre stage. Germany, big winners against Japan earlier today. And this is our final match of the day. I hope you've been enjoying the festival of hockey from the Major Dhyan Chand Stadium in Lucknow. The loser of this game will continue to showcase their wares here in Lucknow. Classification games allowing them to keep working on their combinations. It is the showcase event for the under-21s. So many of these players will have come through the junior ranks together and played at under-18, under-16 level and against each other on the domestic scene. And from this area, they go their separate ways in so many instances around the world to different clubs, and also maybe in pursuit of different career paths. So great for them to try and go out winners here at the Junior World Cup. So a long hopeful ball up into the D. Numbers with New Zealand, and it's booted away by Dominic Dixon. Inside to Jonty Keeney. As Montana played for New Zealand. Jonty here on the under-21 stage. Nice work from New Zealand. Spain, though, again, numbers in the D. And cleared away. Kieran O'Connor with the ball from the sideline for New Zealand. A nice turn from him. He needs support. They win the free. Into the D again. Wonderful defence from Spain. And they just clear it The defensive setup's been on point. Halfway through this opening half. And a breakdown in skill from the Kiwis. Hugh Hendrickson unable to control the ball. And India with 2 big wins will tackle the winner of this game. India destined to finish first in their pool with big wins against England last night. They'll face South Africa tomorrow. They beat Canada a few nights ago as well. They've been really good to watch, India, very polished. It was great to hear from Roland Holtman's team manager with the India under-21 side earlier today, supporting coach Narendra Singh well. And they've got some stars of today at India under-21 side as well as of the future. It'll be a stern test for whoever faces them in the next round. Here's Hendrickson for New Zealand, battling hard against Salvador. Malaysia 2-0 winners against Egypt before. That's a breakdown in skill from Mite Wells, and he'll earn himself a card as well as conceding the penalty corner. Was there a card? No, it looked like the hand was going into the pocket. So a penalty corner will suffice. Mite Wells stays on the pitch, but Spain with another penalty corner opportunity. So up into the knee of Mite Wells and then just tapping it away. He sees the penalty corner. They were short in defence. So here we go for Spain. A decent shot came first time around. Need to do a little bit better though. Dominic Dixon certainly equal to it. Pierre Grau brings the ball in. Oh, wonderful work. Pierre Grau, the man. Wonderful variation from Spain, and they open the scoring. The supporters understandably very impressed, and Pierre Grau gives them a 1-0 lead. This time, just working it back to Pierre Grau down on the post. Unmarked and sweeps it in past Dominic Dixon. A wonderful finish from Pierre Grau. And a great variation from Spain gives them the early advantage, and New Zealand have their hands full. And that'll get the fans nice and warm here in Lucknow. Spain leading 1-0. Second penalty corner, they take advantage. So that qualification to the quarterfinals is all Spain's at the moment, and New Zealand will need to score at least twice to keep their tournament alive. A draw will not do it for New Zealand. They are behind on goal difference, and even more so now. How will they respond? Spain look for goal number 2. Nick Woods makes it down well. 14 minutes remain here in the opening half. Spain's best finish at this tournament was 3rd in 2005. Finished 13th 3 years ago in Delhi. They've started this tournament well. They're looking destined to head towards the knockout stages. O'Connor involved well with Sam Lane. Lane's ball for O'Connor. A little bit too much heat. Pierre Grau, the goal scorer, mops things up for Spain. Mixing well with Rodriguez. New Zealand through the midfield. Woods. Made it up for Newman. Spain all the way back to Torres. And 1-0 up, needing only the draw. Spain could potentially sit back, but with skill errors like that, they could find themselves in trouble very quickly. Dylan Thomas keen to get things going. Hendrickson working hard for the Kiwis. Wasn't sure the ball was his. It is Hugh. Now looking for support. Just go back to make sure of things. Ollie Logan. Spurring for Bryden. Back for Logan. Wise head on those young shoulders for Ollie Logan. Huge amount of coaching experience for him. Vito Wells. Made his senior debut in New Zealand's 37-0 win against Samoa at the Oceanic Cup in 2015. 37-0. Vito Wells scored in that game as well, twice. So playing his part in that thumping. New Zealand could do with 2 goals from him right now. Loose ball, done well by Spain. Here come the Spaniards, leading 1-0. Salvador plays it back. Through Rodriguez. All the way down to Torres. Torres again, one of these defensive generals, plays it for his skipper, Gonzalez de Castellon. Here is the moment that put Spain 1-0 up. A wonderful variation. And Pierre Grau sweeping it home from an acute angle. Past Dominic Dixon over his stick. Well finished by Pierre Grau. Wonderful executed manoeuvre from the Spanish side. Jubilant scenes from the Spaniards as they look to secure themselves a quarter-final berth. This will finish Pool C's group play. And New Zealand struggling at the moment, breaking down in the middle of the pitch. The Spanish bench keeping warm. So cool here this evening. Albert Perez, Spanish goalkeeper, was warming up in the tracksuit over the top of his goalkeeping equipment, just trying to stay extra toasty. He's having a good tournament. So far has a clean sheet. Hasn't been tested though. New Zealand have not managed a shot on goal in the opening 25 minutes. Spain though, they have. They lead 1-0. Tares Fortuny looking to get things going. It'll be Spain's long corner. Numbers in the D for New Zealand. Only a few ardent supporters are braving the chilly conditions here in Lucknow this Sunday evening. Seeing Spain lead. Nick Woods gets it out of the D, goes through O'Connor. New Zealand need to get something going. As mentioned, they failed to muster a shot on goal. Gonzalez de Castellon dispossesses the Kiwi attack. New Zealand going round and around, just chasing Spain at the moment. Ellis Collins says he's been impressed with the way that they've developed their work off the ball, and they're going to need to continue to be good here because Spain has spent plenty of time on the ball. Possession's fairly equal, but when Spain have it, they're working it around. They're just opening New Zealand up with better effectiveness, and Gonzalez de Castellon's been a huge part of that. Did play 3 years ago in Delhi, the 2013 edition, where they finished 13th rather. Spain's ball running dead off New Zealand. Diabadal looking to get involved. Spain, all they need to do is be sure of things, but some sloppy possession. And Perez, a little slide. Keeps possession for them. Rodriguez over to Torres. This is all Spain need to do. Just be sure of things. Gonzalez de Castellon and a short figure in the midfield, and they work it down now. They've opened New Zealand up. Into the D they go, looking for the opportunity. New Zealand able to get numbers back on this occasion. And Bryden plays it outside for Sam Lane. Got a man down in towards the D, but the ball is wide of him. Mac Wilcox. He's a fan of the outdoors, Wilcox, fishing and hunting and other worldly outdoorsy pursuits. So he wouldn't mind the cold conditions here. He'd be keen for the service to be a little bit more pinpoint. Rodriguez plays it back. Capizzi was trying to shut down his simple defensive passes. There is Kapitsi working hard with the forecheck. Roger Parriols pretty pleased with what he's seen. 1-0 the lead. India awaits more than likely for the winner of this game. Spain back into the D. Dominic Dixon easily puts it away. Ollie Logan with the ball at the end of his stick. So out of the D, New Zealand go. Well done, Gonzalez de Castellon. India with 2 big wins, put themselves on top of the pool. Something remarkable would need to happen in their final game for them to not progress. They play South Africa. England do have Canada in the final pool game. With India's significant wins, you'd think that they go through. South Africa would cause quite the boil over to deny India that #1 seed. So Nick Woods needs to try and help his side along. Nick Woods, so too the skipper here, Brad Reid. Go back for Ollie Logan. Touched briefly upon his coaching resume earlier. He could help them out here too. So many of these players came through as a leader of his junior sides, captain of his school first 11. Also coached the 4th 11 at the same time at Wellington College. He's now an assistant coach of that team. Gonzalez de Castellon marches over towards the bench to change with Bolto. So changes for both sides. Rolling subs in the sport of hockey. Extremely fit athletes, and once that first hooter sounds, that first whistle is blown, just change with regularity. Spain are controlling things well. Dictating proceedings, setting up well defensively. Albert Perez has not been tested in goal. New Zealand without a shot on his net. It's with Dylan Thomas for New Zealand. Again, Diabadal flying in, trying to cut things off. And the follow-up work from him is good. The second, third efforts have been great from Spain in defence. So down this near side they go. There's Lara Rossell. He gets it back. And then interchanging well with Rodriguez. Now Torres. And now with Serahima. Best finish in the tournament, his 3rd in 2005 for Spain. They're well on their way to getting to within striking distance of that here. Find out who they play in the next round tomorrow. See there the matches, Malaysia, Belgium, followed by South Africa and India. If India win that, they go through first out of Pool D. And this Pool C crossover. Second place plays first. So 4 minutes remaining here in the opening half. Only the 3 shots total. And they've all been for Spain. And 55% of the possession. New Zealand struggling to work it through the midfield and break down Spain's defensive setup. Here's Ollie Logan. And through Bryden. Is this New Zealand's chance? Diabadal, oh, he's been terrific in defence. With despair. Skipper for New Zealand, Brad Reid, made his senior debut in November against Australia as Woods. He's back for Reid in hazy conditions here in Lucknow. Newman was dispossessed. Now the aerial route for Spain. Nick Woods will come in and get involved. The intended target was Garcia Alcalde. Woods looked to transfer across the defensive area, decided against it. New Zealand need to get things going. 3 minutes remaining here in this half. It's with Mitai Wells. And they just go back, looking to get things going out of the heart of defence. Ollie Logan, now starting forwards, plays with the skipper, Brad Reid. Bryce Collins would be keen to have a word at halftime, just assess the way things are going. Have a chat with his side, who need 2 goals at least to set themselves into the quarterfinals. Spain just need the draw. That'll secure them second spot. Germany have secured first spot in Pool C due to winning all 3 of their games. Oh, stern words from Federico Garcia, Uruguayan umpire, making sure he's in charge of proceedings here in the middle of the major Janchan Stadium in Lucknow. The final match of Pool C at the Uttar Pradesh Hockey Junior World Cup Men Lucknow 2016. Diabadal pops a knock in full conditions. Missing just that little bit more. Rion plays it for Torres. In the shadows of halftime, Spain have controlled this match very diligently. A few basic skill errors have let them down. Is this New Zealand's chance? Mitai Wells plays it in. Looking to get things going, New Zealand. Numbers with Spain again. Time would be New Zealand's enemy here in the opening half. Fairly dour affair. Just a midfield battle. Spain, Luke Maria. Now with Perillon. From Junior Football Club in Spain. Has it again. Now works down the line. Inside for Bordas y Fabregas. Taking on a few, but concedes possession. 35 seconds remaining here in this opening half for New Zealand. Nick Woods goes over the top. The only shirts at the drop of the ball are Spanish ones. And Bryce Collins and his coaching staff need to have a word to their side and try and fire them up to find 2 goals here in this one. Gonzalez to Castillon. Marshalling the midfield, goes to Diabadal. They go all the way back. Within 10 seconds of the halftime hooter. Time here perhaps for New Zealand. Sam Lane has it at the top of the D on the reverse, but it is saved. A flurry in the shadows of halftime. Albert Perez did save it. Not sure if the shot came before the hooter, but Sam Lane almost with the equaliser in the depths of the opening half. He is a noted goal scorer, Sam Lane. Wonderful work from him in a quick turn, goes on the reverse. Oh, well done, Albert Perez. He's having a terrific tournament so far, and he saves Spain's blushes against the run of play, and it's New Zealand's only shot of the half. It came in the final seconds of play. But Spain do go to the break 1-0 up against New Zealand, and with 1 foot towards the quarterfinals.
Well, then it's half-time at Major Dhyan Chand Stadium in Lucknow. Spain lead 1-0 to New Zealand. And look at the fans, they're cheering both the teams. I have Lorenzo from Spain, Donna from New Zealand. Donna, the scoreline doesn't suit you, but you're still having a smile on your face.
Yes, no, it doesn't suit us. We're going to have to come out hard in this half and put some pressure on, just a bit better trapping, and the boys will do it. They want this badly.
And the boys have traveled across the globe. Lorenzo, happy with the scoreline just now. That smile tells me everything.
Yeah, great. It has been a great experience here and traveling, and all of us were very, very satisfied.
Donna, are you a good cook?
Not really, no.
Need to give some recipe to the Spanish team?
Well, they're renowned for their food, but we're enjoying the Indian food, though.
And how do you cheer for the New Zealand side?
We've got a chant, Kiwi, clap, clap, clap. It's very original.
Let's see that.
Kiwi! 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 Kiwi!
And what about your son?
Yes, well, he's striking, so hopefully he can get a goal for his country, or two. We need two now to take it to the quarterfinal, so that'll be great.
You know, I'm the umpire at the moment. I need to go to the Spanish camp as well. How do you chant for your team?
It has been a great first half, and I am very satisfied. My son scored the first goal. It's a very special day for me today.
So give a strong chant to the New Zealand supporters. Give a Spanish chant to them.
España! España! España!
Well, then the chant is going to go on. So will the game. Spain lead 1-0 to New Zealand, and the live action continues.
I think you managed, Jolly. Wonderfully done. We see Spain leading 1-0, courtesy of Laurent Pierre-Grau. Nice to see his proud father in the stands as well. It's a lovely finish. Came on the back of some sustained pressure from Spain. Their skipper Gonzalez de Castellon was involved in plenty of it. An early shot came in, and New Zealand's keeper Dominic Dixon was forced to be alert. There's the shot from Bolto. New Zealand, well, Robbie Kapitsi was working hard, but that's about as close as New Zealand came for much of that opening half. Sam Lane, always deadly. Robbie Kapitsi following the ball. Lane able to control the rebound. Here was the first penalty corner from Spain. Perea with a decent shot. Dixon gets down, gets the right mitt to the ball and saves it well. An awkward spot. Great connection from Perea. Here was the variation. Outside to Pierre-Grau, and the game's opening goal. Wonderfully worked variation. Came from Perea. Pierre-Grau buries it past Dixon. Really well swept from the acute angle. Spain put themselves well and truly within reach of a quarter-final berth. They just need to win or draw this game due to their superior goal difference, and the Spanish supporters, there's Mr. Pierre-Grau. Fantastic work from them. And this right in the shadows of half-time. Sam Lane almost levelling scores, gets the shot away in time. Very well handled by Albert Perez. He wasn't in the change rooms. He had to do absolutely nothing before that. No shots had he faced. Could have perhaps been excused for having his head elsewhere. 1 second to play in that opening half. So as it stands, Spain will go through to the quarterfinals. New Zealand will be left to play for the concession. Germany, they're through 3 wins from 3 matches. Spain joining them at the moment in the next stage. Now Kiwi supporters, we count down to the start of the second half. It's all to play for here. Place in the future of the tournament in terms of playing for the prizes. And Spain, a long aerial ball. Had the runners there in support, so a decent restart for Spain. It's with Mark Bolto. Spain in pole position to go through and more than likely face India in the next round. Second in this group plays first in India's pool. Gonzalez de Castillon battles against his opposite skipper Brad Reed. Gonzalez de Castillon's been here before, played at Delhi 2013, the last edition of the tournament. Also played at the Nanjing 2014 Youth Olympic Games. Plenty of experience from him, a senior representative with Spain, and he's leading the side well here this evening. Here's Sam Lane, came within inches of levelling proceedings on this occasion. Loses the ball. Some wonderful skill down this side from Bolto. New Zealand able to win possession back. Wilcox leaves it behind Nick Woods. Comes up and plays it down to Wilcox. A nice turn from him and works it towards Lane. The danger was identified by Perlion. Wilcox gets involved. So can New Zealand start this second half with the equalising goal? No. At this point in time, as Puente cops a dangerous ball. So 2 halves of 35 minutes being played here at this Uttar Pradesh Hockey Junior World Cup Men Lucknow 2016. Last International Hockey Federation tournament to be played under that format as we move to the full quarters of 15 minutes we've seen in many tournaments in the past year and a bit. It's with Brighton for New Zealand as the haze sets in a little bit more at the Major Dhyanchand's Stadium in Lucknow. A little bit tricky to see some of those players on the far side of the pitch on your screens. They're working hard, toiling away, looking for that berth in the quarterfinals. New Zealand chasing the game. They need at least 2 goals. Nice work from Kieran O'Connor. He's obstructed, lost the ball. He disagrees. Not much doing for O'Connor. From the Otago region, New Zealand supporters get a great glimpse into their camp at half-time. Some fine work from Manish Jolly, the man of the people and among the fans. So Spain just working it now through the heart of the pitch. They can afford to be patient and be sure of things. Deep in defence, it's with Torres. New Zealand chasing this game. They've only managed the 1 shot. It was through Sam Lane deep in the opening half. It took 34 minutes and 59 seconds, but it was a good one when it came. Wonderful trap and turn from Lane. Albert Perez needed to be strong, and he was. Interested to see what New Zealand can muster here against Spain. They're already trying to push further up the pitch, trying to get things going. Matt Wilcox is down by the D as Bryden wins the ball. A nice piece of work from him. Some great 3D skills from David Bryden. Another of these senior representative for New Zealand. Desperation from Bryden. Certainly telling. Nice work coming through Sarakaya as well. It's with Wilcox. Lively young performer. Wilcox looking to play it onto one of the Spaniards' feet. Wins the ball. Sam Lane dribbling it into the D. Takes it aerial. And again, just looking for that foot. Nothing doing for New Zealand. Need to be a little bit better. And anxious onlookers. Great to see friends and family travelling here into India and getting involved in all of the local cuisines and customs. David Bryden having a little purple patch. You can see how much they want it, New Zealand. Oh, a card being produced, and it is a yellow for Spain. So Bryden's good work is rewarded in more than one level. Spain will play the next 5 minutes with 1 fewer player. Lucas Garcia Alcalde heads to the sin bin, spends 5 minutes on the naughty chairs. It's with Ollie Logan. Plays it down, New Zealand into the D, flashed across. Jonty Keeney was all alone right on the spot, unable to control. Fairly heated pass that got whipped across from Dominic Newman. Jonty Keeney was right where he needed to be, but he was, the stick wasn't quite down. And Spain now with pace to burn around the outer side. Clares Fortuny trying to force his way around Logan. Gonzalez de Castellon plays it back for Rodriguez. Spain working their way to the outer side through Pierre Grau, the goal scorer. Into the D, Spain come. Long corner. Tidy work from Salvador. Spain through Torres. And Perillon. New Zealand. Chance here, they work it through Newman on this near side. Newman looks to crash it towards the D. It's 1 versus 4. It was almost Sam Hiha rather, being favoured. Spain though again diffuse New Zealand's foray in towards the D. And Rodriguez plays it back. They've got 2 goals to work with here, Spain. A draw does get them into the next round, courtesy of a decent 4-1 rather win against Japan yesterday. Progressed through this group well so far, Spain, and lead 1-0. Spain still controlling things well. Back to 11, it was a green card and a yellow displayed on that far side of the Major Jan Chan Stadium pitch. And New Zealand will get the ball. And that's certainly one way to keep warm as the Spanish fans find full voice, enjoying the finest under-21 hockey players on the planet here at the Uttar Pradesh Hockey Junior World Cup Men Lucknow 2016. The future of their country's senior men's team, trying to stamp their authority over the game right here and right now. The ultimate prize in men's junior hockey will be awarded here in Uttar Pradesh. Ollie Logan trying to keep it in play. On either side, have ever won the tournament. New Zealand's best finish came in 2009 and it was 4th. They finished 7th 3 years ago in Delhi. Spain finished 13th in Delhi and their best finish 3rd in 2005. So for one of these teams, no chance. Well, there's a goal. New Zealand have levelled things here, opportunistic and getting things going, just crashing the ball towards the top of the D. The deflection comes from just inside the attacking circle, and New Zealand have levelled proceedings at 1 apiece. Terrific work from Robbie Capizzi. He's looked lively, looked desperate, and he levels things. Here's the ball from the skipper, Brad Reid. Capizzi from the top of the D, a wonderful deflection past Albert Perez. Blink and you'll miss it here for New Zealand. 1 out, Robbie Capizzi. No, it's Sam Hiha perhaps. It is Sam Hiha. So Sam Hiha at the top of the D. Not Robbie Capizzi there. He was one of the first to celebrate with Hiha. Oh, wonderful work from Sam Hiha, one of the younger members of this New Zealand side. Number 25 for New Zealand. New Zealand, they need another goal though, although they've got themselves level here in the final game in Pool C. Spain looking for the win rather than the draw, just to keep their momentum going. Here comes from Mitai Wells, broken up by Gonzalez de Castellon. It's a famous name in New Zealand hockey, is the Hiha name. Sam's grandmother, Margaret Hiha, played for New Zealand herself. Been described as a hockey matriarch in her region in New Zealand. The Hiha family no doubt thrilled with Sam's work, getting New Zealand level here. It all happened so quickly. Picked up Robbie Capizzi in the celebrations. Sam Hiha, the man putting New Zealand level. Terrific ball from the skipper, Brad Reid. Saw Hiha there, one out. Great deflection, beating Albert Perez. You've got to be good to beat Perez. New Zealand have been on this occasion. Their third shot on goal. 24 minutes remaining. The score is Spain 1 and New Zealand 1. What does Bryce Collins do here now that they just need that extra goal to put them into the quarterfinals? They've had that urgency. Names like Bryden, Capizzi working hard, trying to get things going for New Zealand. Here is the goal. Brad Reid just crashes the ball in. Sam Hiha, a wonderful turn, shielded the space well. Beats Perez at his left post. Huge amount of contact from Sam Hiha. Capizzi was there looking for the rebound and was there first to celebrate with Sam Hiha. Great scenes for New Zealand. Just their second goal, their third goal of the tournament rather. They've only managed a goal a game, beating Japan 1-0, then losing to Germany 2-1 in their second game. So they need to break that trend to get themselves into the quarterfinals. Got plenty of time to do it. Shots now 3 apiece. So the chances have been few and far between. Spain looking for one of those themselves. Ball crashed into the D. And it's into the side of the goal. So Spanish fans a little bit more subdued now after New Zealand levelled, but they're still into the quarterfinals the way it stands. A draw will put Spain into the last 8. Here's Reid. Great assist on their levelling goal. Wilcox has to hand the ball back. And Perea. Torres. Spain, well, they can afford to be sure of things and try not to turn the ball over and concede the counter-attack. Diabadal was great in the first half. Torres Fortuny. On the line here for both of these sides, looking to continue their tournament with the trophy on the line. New Zealand draw, will they still continue in the tournament, but it'll be classification matches only. If they lose, it stays the same. You can hear the chanting pick up around the major Juncheon Stadium pitch. New Zealand's faithful, trying to urge their side through with another goal. Keeping warm. It is chilly here in Lucknow. It has been all week as we enjoy the festivities and the outstanding hockey of the Uttar Pradesh Hockey Junior World Cup Men, Lucknow 2016. David Bryden, another of these New Zealand players who did play at the Youth Olympic Games in 2014. Great experience for the future of New Zealand's senior men's team. Here is Sam Lane working it through Hiha, now towards Newman. Newman shoots and splashed across the teeth of the goal. New Zealand fans thought they had it. Jonty Keeney again finding himself in a great position, working hard in the D. Another ball comes flying across the teeth of the goal. There's the ball. Dominic Newman across. Jonty Keeney stick on the turf. Oh, the deflection was telling. That was an all-important touch from Spain. New Zealand coming within centimetres of taking the lead. Plenty of opportunities beckoning here for either side. New Zealand enjoying the better of them of late. Bryce Collins has got the side working well after half-time. Took 34 minutes and 59 seconds to muster their first shot on goal in the match. They've had 3 in the opening half of the second stanza. Spain looking to arrest things here. Ball across the D for them. Gonzalez de Castellon was waiting. It was a great ball from Garcia Alcalde. Here comes the ball, Garcia Alcalde. Gonzalez de Castellon, a little bit too far away. David Bryden there to help out the goalkeeper and Dominic Dixon, and the Kiwi fans can't believe it. They thought they might have been breached again. And another goal certainly makes it tough for New Zealand. They need to win this game to progress to the quarterfinals. Spain have a superior goal difference. Germany have secured first spot in the pool. Sam Lane can't control that ball. And this trap costs them on this occasion. And some great hockey here today. Belgium and Netherlands 3-2, and then Malaysia putting on a show 2-0 against Egypt. This is the final match of the day. Trying to urge their team home, New Zealand's travelling and local supporters. Spain, they're getting things going really well. Garcia Alcalde taking on a few. Brad Reid wins the ball. Dominic Newman, it's Thomas rather, Dylan Thomas. Working hard, wins possession. Long probing ball. Robbie Capizzi. Mixing well with Jimmy Thorne. Thorne plays it towards the D. Spain again though. They've set up well. Mitai Wells looks for Sam Lane. Just a breakdown in awareness between the two. Allows Spain to mop things up. Diabadol winds up and just drives it down the line for safety. And a slight reprieve. New Zealand's fans enjoying the tension. They'd love to see their side playing in the quarterfinals rather than just for the minor placings. The experience is great for all of these sides, regardless of where they do finish, but it goes without saying, the longer they can keep their tournament alive, the more intense the preparation and more enjoyable it is, not just for them, but their travelling fans as well. So we're with Sarikaya, an Australian-born Turkish father. And there goes Sam Heha, the goal scorer for New Zealand. He's had a great second half. You need to come back to the spot of the foul. Nick Woods, there's it to Mitai Wells. Just tapped it in, looking for an infringement. So Hugh Hendrickson blanketing Spain. So with Perea for Spain. Spain keep looking for another goal. They're not happy just to sit back and try and preserve the draw. Here is Gonzalez de Castellon, tireless performer for Spain. Now Bolito works it into the D. The deflection comes and it is wide. Dixon was in a decent place, but Garcia Alcalde, dangerous in the D. He scored twice against Japan and almost gave Spain their second here this evening. There's the deflection. It was a tough ball for Dixon to follow. He was in a great position. Huge amount of heat off that deflection as Heha has been an absolute nuisance. Works it again down the baseline. Sam Heha, a lively second half. With 15 and 3/4 minutes remaining. Spain won, leading New Zealand 1, but it's as good as a win for Spain, who at this point bound for the quarterfinals and a more than likely encounter with the host nation India. So you see Gonzalez de Castellon working up against Kieran O'Connor into the dig. Spain go front and centre. Here's an opportunity for Spain and a penalty corner has been awarded. Brad Reid tangled up, and will it be a card? Well, it is a card and it's going to O'Connor. So the green card for O'Connor. Nick Woods pleads his case with Federico Garcia. So here it is, Garcia Alcalde looks to get the shot. No, it wasn't the skipper. So Reid was trying to stop the shot. Sarakaya came in, tied up Garcia Alcalde. Penalty corner for Spain and a chance to go 2-1 up. Spanish fans enjoying what they're seeing as New Zealand get ready to defend another penalty corner. Spain did score from a penalty corner. We've got Perea and also Torres at the batteries. It was Vieira Grau who scored from the penalty corner. The variation this time, they go towards goal. It was Torres trying to go the direct route. New Zealand survived. Took their time with it to make sure of the shot. The track, almost a couple of bites. It was well charged down. Dominic Dixon just sits underneath it and clears it away. Spain pressing, looking for that safety blanket of another goal. Gonzalez de Castellon. He's been immense for Spain. Most experienced performer, real star of the future for Spanish hockey, already a senior representative. Oh, wonderful 3D skills on show from Torres Fortuny, but he ran out of real estate. There he goes, taking matters into his own hands, picking the ball up off the turf. Nothing out of play. Torres Fortuny, Athletic Terrassa Hockey Club. New Zealand, a man down at the moment, as mentioned. O'Connor given a green card in the lead up to that penalty corner. So they're playing with 10 to Spain's 11 for the time being. So all advantages with Spain at the moment. It's 1-1 the score. Spain on the back of their 4-1 win against Japan yesterday will go through on a superior goal difference. All here to play for. Keep their tournament alive. New Zealand looking for the go-ahead goal. New Zealand towards the D, into the D. New Zealand go, looking for the penalty corner, and they do win the penalty corner. Matt Wilcox is delighted, and understandably so. O'Connor's back on the pitch, so it's 11-11. And Wilcox, diminutive performer, but always stands tall on the pitch, just sweeping it into the danger spot of the D, into the foot of Perea. Jonty Keeney likes it, slaps Wilcox's heart. They've got some weapons from the penalty corner, none other than Nick Woods, New Zealand, and a chance to go 2-1 up and put themselves 1 foot into the quarterfinals. O'Connor and Nick Woods waiting, poised at the top of the D. It is Nick Woods who shoots, and it's saved. There's a follow-up shot, and now a third opportunity. Again, it's saved. New Zealand take the lead. They would not be denied, and Jonty Keeney puts New Zealand in front. New Zealand celebrate. They lead 2-1. Opportunities have been few and far between, but Jonty Keeney stayed front and centre and takes the opportunity. It was Woods with a decent shot. It was well saved by Perez. There was a scramble, a couple of bites at it for New Zealand, a wonderful goal line clearance, and Jonty Keeney hammers it home. Wonderful work from New Zealand. You can see Keeney refusing to go away. Wilcox with a swipe, and then Keeney with flush connection. Eyes only for the ball, controls it well. Perez can only watch it go through. Bryce Collins loves the go-ahead goal, and New Zealand, as it stands, are into the quarterfinals. Well, Keeney's mum Donna, as mentioned, played hockey for New Zealand, and Jonty's carving his own path here this evening. New Zealand, they're on top here against Spain. this final Pool C match of the major at the Major Dhyan Chand Stadium in Lucknow. The quarterfinals beckon of the Uttar Pradesh Hockey Junior World Cup Men Lucknow 2016. And now it's Spain who are chasing this game and fighting for their place in the tournament. Won the score, New Zealand leading Spain. They've been chasing the game, have New Zealand. 2 goals here in the second half, put them in front. The first from Sam Heap and the second from Jonty Keeney. And Bryce Collins, we saw the celebrations from him after that go-ahead goal. Plenty to play for here for both sides. You win if you're New Zealand, and you play in the quarterfinals. You lose to Spain, and you're playing for classification places only. Here goes Spain in towards the D. Bolto working his way through. Wonderful work from Bolto, and he has his skipper who puts Spain level. And as a result of goal difference, Spain are now back in the quarterfinals picture. Gonzalez de Castellon has been a beast on this pitch, and now he puts his side level. What a contest we have here. It was wonderful build-up play from Mark Bolto. He works his way around the outer side of the D into the attacking circle, and Gonzalez de Castellon, front and centre, makes no mistake. Spain 2, New Zealand 2. Yeah, the skipper Gonzalez de Castellon, he's had a tireless performance. Throws the stick in the air, he doesn't need that anymore, it's done. All of its work so far. Almost a choke from Diabadal on the bench. A seesawing encounter here in Lucknow. The final match of Pool C. Before we go into the crossover stages, how quickly things turn. Bolto drew the defenders, Gonzalez de Castellon was waiting. But here go New Zealand, Sam Lane crosses it to the top of the D. Vitae Wells is unable to control it. The skipper, Brad Reid, has the ball. Ollie Logan working through a couple, wonderful from Logan. Now takes on 4 more. This game's come alive in the past 5 minutes. We are set for a terrific final 7.5 minutes. Here is this goal from Spain, through the heart of the pitch. Maybe fortuitous there. And then a ball for Mark Bolto around the outer side, beats Brighton, draws Woods. They're all focused on Bolto, and it's Gonzalez de Castellon they should have been worried about in the end. Now New Zealand paying close attention to the marauding Spaniards. Sarahima, that's some nice work. Bolto over the ball. So 2-2 is the scoreline. Spain, though, at this point would go through to the quarterfinals due to a superior goal difference over New Zealand. So New Zealand must win. Spain, via a draw or a win, go through to the quarterfinals. Spaniards, they were leading 1-0. They were up with 2 goals as well. They were leading 1-0 rather, then it was 1-1. Now with 2 goals, they're leading the race towards the quarterfinals. There's Spain's coach, Roger Palarols. Now is now the time rather for Spain just to try and preserve things. But we've seen New Zealand's ability to turn the game on its head in the space of no time. New Zealand need a goal. Worked so hard here in the second half. Dylan Thomas unable to control the ball and turn towards goal. Wonderful work from Sam Heap and then Jonty Keeney, New Zealand's 2 goal scorers. The must-win game for New Zealand comes down to the final 5.5 minutes. They'd only managed 1 goal in each of their previous 2 games. They've managed 2 here this evening. Do they have a third within them? Here's it Nick Woods. Hasn't managed a goal here in the tournament so far, and he's one of the stars of New Zealand hockey. certainly of today as well as the future. Wood started every match at Rio 2016 and scored against Brazil in their 9-0 win. Can he score here this evening to keep New Zealand's charge towards the gold medal alive? New Zealand are into the D and the shot comes and New Zealand are in front. Again, they find the go-ahead goal. They will not be denied. And it's Dylan Thomas who has put them 3-2 up. The game that keeps on giving here at the Major Dhyanchand Stadium in Lucknow. Dylan Thomas puts New Zealand 3-2 up. New Zealand again put themselves into quarter-final reckoning. David Bryden controls the ball well, works it into the D, plays it to Dylan Thomas. An opportunistic on drive from Dylan Thomas, fires it into the front of the goals and past Albert Perez. New Zealand lead 3-2 and they are back into the quarterfinals. Well, no time like now to welcome alongside me Manish Jolly. Manish, it's been an outstanding contest. New Zealand, they will not be denied at the moment. They've got 4 minutes to hold on or put themselves further ahead and play themselves into the quarterfinals.
That's a real cliffhanger, isn't it? Really, 3 minutes and 56 seconds. The clock had stopped. It's ticking by now. But what an outing it has been for both the teams. Spain got the first goal. New Zealand equalized. They went into the lead. Spain equalized. And now New Zealand are on the brink of creating a victory here. Spain, still a lot of fire in them. Just trying to work it out in their half. The formations coming up in the New Zealand 23-meter area already. They're just looking for an opening. The Spanish defense, long scoop going in for the Abadal. Nice tussle going on there. And New Zealand, that whistle is a sigh of relief. They'll spend a lot of time there. The defenders will play amongst themselves. Spain would have been sitting pretty in this pool with a draw, but New Zealand needed that victory desperately. Leading at the moment, victory just 2 minutes and some 50-odd seconds away. Well, this is the goal that put New Zealand ahead. Oh, looked like a straight drive in cricket and going straight inside the post. What a goal it was for Dylan Thomas, putting New Zealand ahead. They still have to manage with the scoreline for another 2 minutes and 37 seconds. Well, then Spain holding on just now. There'll be one full throttle attack that's going to come in, and oh, that deflection definitely was to avoid any further interception behind him. We'll march to the New Zealand defenders there, keeping themselves calm and composed under these hard circumstances here. This result will define the future of Spain and New Zealand in this tournament. Spanish coach Roger Palarols looking tensed. But modern day hockey, 1 minute and some 45 seconds remain. Ample time for a team to score, but will Spain be able to manage that? A nice little move there. This is a real cliffhanger. What a strike! Spain strikes back! Well, then when we thought it's all over, it's not yet over. It's not yet over. It's 3-3, ladies and gentlemen, at the Major Dhyanchand Stadium in Lucknow. The battle between Spain and New Zealand continues. And look at this. Tussle for the ball. Somebody needed that calm composure. In the end, it was none other than number 19, Jean-Lara Roussel, saving his team there. Oh, what a finish under pressure situation. He can't believe it. Neither did us. Back to live action. Well then, New Zealand, this is Jean Lara Rossell. Oh, he still looks calm and composed. What temperament. New Zealand brought out their goalkeeper, going on a full throttle attack. This will be the last result by New Zealand, coming from the left flank. Look at the crowd assembled at the D of Spain. But that's getting closer. Penalty corner for New Zealand. Oh, that's the New Zealand camp. Look at Bryce Collins. This is the instruction that's going on. Look at this. What a strike. A deflection was needed. The goalkeeper giving his best at that moment, right onto the goal mouth. Was, of course, a deflection, but it was a carried in between that resulted in a penalty corner. 3-all, New Zealand and Spain. The clock ticks by. Haven't seen a game like this in this Uttar Pradesh Junior World Cup hockey tournament in Lucknow till now. Oh, the hooter goes. It adds on to the spice. Newman will be injecting in. Spain 3, New Zealand 3. That's the scoreline as of now, but it can change any moment from now. Any moment, this scoreline can change, and New Zealand want this scoreline to change. Nice interception. Oh, that was a weak drag flick, and that's enabled Spain to earn that vital point in this encounter of Pool C. Desperations on the faces of the New Zealand camp, but its jubilation, celebration is spun away the Spanish way. What a moment it has been till the last second of this game. This is the last penalty corner. The drag flick I thought was on full throttle. And there it goes. Oh, made it easy for Albert Perez, the goalkeeper of Spain. And desperation, they know what these results mean to them. Spain will be celebrating. They'll move ahead in this tournament. New Zealand will have to remain satisfied with what they are. That's the Spanish coach. He can't believe it. What a game of hockey we've witnessed here. It's Spain 3, New Zealand 3. These are the highlights of the game, and this is how the pressure was created. That little deflection to perfection by the Spanish team. Oh, what a strike it was. Hockey, the class, the quality to the maximum. The Spanish fans came out by scoring the first goal. The New Zealand team equalized in the second half, and this was a classy deflection. Intended at the goal, and Sam Hiha got the first goal for New Zealand. Oh, what a deflection it was. Albert Perez was attentive throughout, but this is where New Zealand were bouncing on the Spanish defense, and a strike like this put them ahead. John Tikini got the score to 2-1. It was, of course, New Zealand who went ahead with this goal. For a moment, we thought they're going to seal the game, but the Spanish had a lot of spice in their attacks, and this was one of them. A clean finish to put the scores at level. The captain, Enrique Gonzalez, got the second goal. The hard work was definitely done by Mark Bolto.
Clean finish. The captain leveling the scores on that moment. Well then, New Zealand were looking good. They penetrated from the left flank like this, and finally they got their third goal. Dylan Thomas, they were celebrating after this. The celebrations would not live for long. Then look at the class of David Bryden. What a strike it was, to perfection from a very, very difficult angle. But that goal put New Zealand ahead. For a moment we thought that they've sealed the game. But this goal changed the entire dimension of the game. This goal by Jean-Lara Rossel changed the dimension of the game. Kept his temperament calm, composed. What a finish under pressure situation. Then that draw has given one vital point to the New Zealand side, and the coach could not believe it. Well, it was, of course, a cliffhanger for both the teams. We'll go down to Will Davies for the man of the match.
Well, thank you, Manish, and welcome to the post-match presentation after an outstanding encounter between Spain and New Zealand. 3-3 the final score, and Spain guarantee themselves a spot in the quarterfinals. An outstanding finish that really does set the tournament alight as we go forwards. We'd like to start by saying thank you to Hero Motor Corp Limited, Polytan, Adidas and Loughborough University as global partners of the International Hockey Federation. And thank you also to the host partner Lucknow and to the government of Uttar Pradesh for their presenting partnership of the Uttar Pradesh Hockey Junior World Cup Men Lucknow 2016. A special welcome to Mr. Ram Sakal Gurjar, Honorary Minister of State, Sports and Youth Welfare, Uttar Pradesh Government, who will present the Man of the Match Award to Enrique Gonzalez de Castellon, the Spanish captain. Congratulations to Enrique and to Spain. Quite the comeback, making sure that they do confirm their place in the quarter-final stage of the tournament. And Enrique, if we can welcome you over for a couple of words after that outstanding finish to the group stages of the tournament. Enrique, congratulations on the award and the draw. It must feel like a win for you, though.
Ya, fue un partido muy bueno. Nueva Zelanda es un equipo muy duro, pero bueno, supimos jugar muy bien y pudimos sacar el partido adelante.
Enrique, congratulations and good luck in the quarterfinals. Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much. Nada.
Enrique Gonzalez de Castellon, the Spanish captain. An outstanding finish to the match. Spain 3, New Zealand 3, and that ends our post-match presentation.
Well, that is, of course, the equalizer in the dying moments by the captain, Enrique Gonzalez. Kept his cool and got that vital goal at the vital moment. Getting the vital point. Those are the sights you would probably see very rarely in a league encounter. Well, live pictures coming from the Spanish camp. Just can't believe it. And the coach, Roger Palarols, did not believe it either. The Spanish fans are rejoicing. The New Zealand fans are mum. Well, then 3-all with Spain and New Zealand just playing a marvelous hockey game. 4 shots to 9 to New Zealand. 51% possession for Spain, 49 for New Zealand. But look at the penalty corner conversions. 1 out of 3 for Spain, 1 out of 2 for New Zealand. And score leveled at 3-all. Pool C standings, Germany. 3 games, 3 wins. Spain and New Zealand worked out here, played some marvelous hockey, 4 points each, but it's the goal difference that takes Spain ahead. Japan yet to open their account. Germany started the proceedings in this tournament today, won 6-1 against Japan. Belgium then beat Netherlands 3-2. That was again a marvelous game. Malaysia beat Egypt 2-0. But Spain 3, New Zealand 3, that was the match of the day. And coming to you live tomorrow would be Korea versus Argentina at 12 p.m. Indian Standard Time, followed by Netherlands and Egypt, Malaysia, Belgium, then clash in Pool B. And then the home crowd will be rejoicing the game between India and South Africa at 6 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Well then, we wish you a happy, good night from all of us here. Hope you enjoyed the action.